some water? Here, take a sip of mine. It's infused with mint leaves, so it's extra refreshing. Butterfly!
Hands where I can see you!
Closing in! Rise. Butterfly! Swift as the swallow. Closing in.
Don't get frostbite. Huh. Dodge this.
Up and away! Score! Let's see what's inside. Butterfly! Dancing in the wind. Yep. Yeah. received.
You asked for it! Stop right there!
Closing in. Just a moment. Let's tally this up. Faster? Okay, faster.
Another test subject.
Faster? Okay, faster. Wow. Up and away! Dancing in the wind.
Said nothing. Except brief. I gave him nothing. I gave him sections and javelins. That's what I gave him. Obama gave him sheets, and you heard that statement before. It's a very famous. Trump gave him javelins, and Obama gave him sheets, and then they say how close I am to Russia. Let me tell you, we have to make a deal because there are a lot of people being killed that shouldn't be killed. But remember, Trump gave them nothing, and the other presidents gave them a lot. They gave them everything.
That President Javier Milei that he wants to sign a free trade agreement with the United States. No, that's something that you consider with Argentina.
I'll consider anything, and Argentina, I think he's great, by the way. I think he's a great leader. He's doing a great job.
That's that guy.
Job running back from oblivion.
He did a crypto thing.
Yeah, we'll look at things. We'll look at it.
He wanted a chainsaw.
There have to be tariffs, but
it's a crypto
tariffs are
country.
easy. They're fast. They're efficient.
Run president.
And they bring fairness. For instance, when people kill their dollar, their equivalent of the dollar, whether it's the yuan or the yen in Japan or the yuan in China, when they drop them down, that puts us at a very unfair disadvantage. So all I have to do is say, Howard, we're going to have to raise the tariffs a little bit because I've called President Xi, I've called the leaders of Japan to say you can't continue to reduce and break down your currency. You can't do it because it's unfair to us. It's very hard for us to make tractors, Caterpillar, here when Japan, China, and other places are killing their currency, meaning driving it down. So all of these things add up. And the way you solve it very easily is with tariffs, because when they do that, instead of having to make phone calls every day like I used to do with certain leaders, President Xi, a lot of phone calls, talking about the fact that they're lowering their yuan, they're lowering it down, and that makes it very, very hard for us. So this way I just say, look, let them do that, and we make up for it with the tariffs. But yeah, sure, I have a lot of respect for her. I have a lot of respect.
20% on China now. How high are you willing to go against China?
Well, I can't
This is
say
in fact
what they do with their currency.
like
what they do
like
with their
Genshin Impact.
retaliation with some kind of an economic retaliation, which I don't think they're going to retaliate.
Will be 20% on China now. How high are you willing to go against China?
Well, I can't
This
say
is in fact
what they do with their currency.
like
what they do
like
with their
Genshin Impact.
retaliation with some kind of an economic retaliation, which I don't think they're going to retaliate too much. Hey, look, the United States has been taken advantage of for 40 years. The United States has been a laughingstock for years and years. That's why this
Nobody
gentleman
knows.
is built in Taiwan instead of
Spread the
building
luck
here. It
around.
would have been better to be built here. If we had a president that knew what they were doing, And we had a lot of them very bad on trade. Look, I'm a huge fan of Ronald Reagan, but he was bad on trade. Very bad on trade.
Oh.
He allowed a lot of people, a lot of business to be taken. So I say that with due respect because he was so great on other things, but he was bad on trade. We are setting records right now. Records like nobody has ever seen before.
Wow.
When you have companies like this coming in, and almost 40% of their company in one signature is going to be devoted to what he does, which is one of the most important businesses in the